So what has to happen is that if you want your black leadership to ever work, it has to become decentralized and it cannot be driven by this idea of having this one figure that everybody worships. And what happens sometimes, this is something I want y'all to think about is I think that what happens is this when we get into scenarios where we have what they call, I think they call it messianic leadership, where everyone just admires one guy and one guy becomes the guy and he becomes the leader, the King Kong consciousness of everything. And you get this one guy who's kind of the big leader. Well, then what happens is you have everybody focus on one big target. When that one big target gets taken out, then the whole movement can die. And so one of the things that I would say that you can learn from leadership of the past and moves by, entities to take down that leadership is that you're not better off when you have one person that's the leader of everything. You're not better off when you have one figurehead, one symbol. They can kill a Malcolm X. They can kill a Martin Luther King, which they did. They can kill a Kwame and Nkrumah, which I feel like they did for the most part. Not directly, but you get the point. They can kill a Patrice Lumumba, which they did. They can kill one guy. So what has to happen is that if you want your black leadership to ever work, it has to become decentralized and it cannot be driven by this idea of having this one figure that everybody worships. You can have your figurehead, but you have to have institutional leadership because it's harder to take down an institution than it is to take down an individual. Also, it's really hard to take down an idea. If an idea is implemented and it's decentralized in an appropriate way, then you can't destroy it because you might kill one person, but one person isn't gonna stop. One monkey's not gonna stop the show. One goal is to decentralize everything. It can kill me. I don't care. My life does not matter relative to the scope of what we're trying to do. So having the Messiah is a flawed leadership model that has existed in the black community for a very long time. And it's not one that's ever going to get us to where we want to get to because all they have to do is figure out who the one guy is that they got to kill or discredit or destroy or put in jail. And then next thing you know, everything dies. You have to know black leadership lives at home. Black leadership lives with you. If you're a parent, then you're a freaking black leader. If there ever was one. If you're a mother, you gave birth to that little sucker. You a black leader. You're the first teacher. You're a father. You're the head of that freaking household. You're a black leader. You're a teacher. You got a whole classroom full of kids. You are a black leader. You're a football coach. You are a black leader. You're a mentor. You are a black leader. You're a pastor. You are a black leader. What we need to understand about black leadership is that black leadership should not be something that is rare. We should have 100,000 black leaders so they don't know which one to kill. They'll be like, damn, we're gonna need a nuclear bomb to take out all this black leadership because there's too many of them.